Pro Savings Days are on at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get an additional 5% off when you buy 5 or more select GE, Whirlpool, and Electrolux kitchen or laundry major appliances. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 123. Discount valid to My Lowe's Pro Rewards members only. Exclusions and other restrictions apply. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for details. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
iDobe Radio. The future of alternative.
All gas, no brakes.
With an occasional pit stop for snacks.
This is Test Miles.
We're back. It was a great holiday. We took a little break for the holiday season, and we're back here live and in person. Mine was very productive. I'm full of turkey. December the 26th, Trish and Marconi, I moved my parents into a new house 8 doors away from mine.
Into their final resting place?
Yes. But they're 8 doors away, so now I can suffer like everybody else who almost lives with their parents.
You know, if this is the thing, are you happy about this or not? Your parents aren't listening to this show, are they?
So I'm happy about it until they show up 3 times a day wanting, me to put a check in the bank or those sort of things. Like it gets a little like, my dad lost his catheter bag strap and wanted me to tape it onto his leg. And
like you do.
You do. Those times I could live without, to be honest. Moving for anybody, especially...
My colostomy is full. Can you come over and change my bag?
It's difficult to move. It's very difficult for anybody to move.
I did a horrible impression of your father. It should be, my colostomy is full. Son, would you be a good son and hop over here and change my bag?
Moving them was very trying. And we used the ID Buzz. We piled everything in the back. They had professional movers to move the furniture and stuff, but they're like the boxes and those sort of things. Their friends helped.
What's the opposite of that? Unprofessional movers?
They're the ones that chip the furniture. The interesting thing when I moved,
I always get a guy who's been in prison, and I'm just like, he's just hard on his luck, and this is his first job back, and you're like, and he starts asking about your liquor intake, like, oh, you got a nice bar over that's top shelf liquor, and you're like, do you want a bottle, or should I just chalk that up? What's going on?
These guys from Al's Movers were amazing. They were Samoan.
Wait, no, hold on. Are you getting a discount for mentioning them on the radio?
Nobody pays.
Nobody
pays me for anything.
This is a recording.
Okay, well, we're recording now. You can send this to them. Okay, Al's Movers. Well, let's hear for them. Wow, they did a great job.
They might be called
Nick's
Big
parents.
Al's Movers, actually, but they were super good. There was
20% off for doing this
there was
ad.
Samoan guys.
What did they do? Did they wrap everything up?
Yeah, and in bubble wrap and cling film, they were Samoan guys. There was a filing cabinet in my dad's office that I couldn't even lift, to move.
They threw it into the truck.
No, the guy carried it down the stairs on his own. I couldn't even pick one end of it up. These guys were amazing, absolutely amazing. Although there is an interesting ongoing situation. So you think about
somebody's trapped under a piano?
No, you think about everything you have to move, like wardrobes and all those type of things and putting your clothes in suitcases or whatever. So my parents packed up the freezer box with everything from the freezer, and they still haven't been able to find it.
Nice.
Don't you think that's just a little bit weird?
So somewhere there is a stinking box of rotten food. Just saying.
Oh. Sounds like my honeymoon.
It's
wait. What am I talking about? I'm so sorry.
How was your guys' holiday season? Did you get fat on cookies and good turkey?
I don't like turkey that much. I think turkey is like one of those things. The reason it became a food is because it's cheap to feed a ton of people. But when you're just in a small group or something, I think roast chicken is fine. It's better, and it makes better leftover sandwiches, and I prefer that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But or you can have a non-traditional, or a traditional Italian holiday where you have salmon and lasagna and all kinds of different stuff, including turkey.
Did
but,
you guys have
yeah.
Chinese? Because that seems to be a big thing for the Jewish community to have Chinese around the holiday season.
I like that. Yeah.
I have prime rib.
Yeah. There's this.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. I like egg rolls. If you can get a shrimp rolls. There's this place in Chicago called Dolo that I order from. It's good stuff. And when you think about it, Nick, I don't know. Did you wake up? Because the holidays are the time when you wake up and eat pie.
Oh my God.
Or cake, for breakfast. That's the time you do it. You're going to do it.
Pie.
Did you do any of that? Did you wake up and have like some cheesecake?
I'm not a
Nothing
big
like that?
baked goods guy. Baked goods aren't my thing.
Your refrigerator would say the opposite.
No, most of the stuff in my refrigerator is Italian food.
Nick, right now are you literally eating Starburst while we're talking on the radio?
Starburst.
He's not gonna tell.
Starburst
When we
is to
do a
get my
sound check
sugar.
with
Is to
Nick.
get my sugar up for the show so I can get through it.
Sugar.
Get through it. How dare
It's,
you?
Get through it.
What do you mean
It
get
takes a lot
through
of
it?
energy.
It does? What's wrong with you?
Well,
Talking
how
into a
long? Do we have
microphone.
an hour?
No,
I'll start
what I
here.
guess what
I
I'm
was
saying is
born.
Nick will always say, like, oh, what are you eating? He's always eating something. And I'm like, what? Out of all the hours of the day, the hours that we're on the radio is the time that's
Need
the
to
only
snack.
time you're going to have time to sit down and eat. And then he's like, I'm eating Starburst. I don't know any grown adult that eats like a bag of Starburst.
Some idiot bought me a bag for Christmas. I think they thought it was funny.
Don't say that.
Oh yeah.
Some
Yeah.
idiot. Who's the Dom?
I
Don't
know,
say
right?
the idiot because that's they're not an idiot. Your parents?
No.
So your parents are moved. Now the question is, did they have Christmas at their house? Did they have a tree up? and
They
all
didn't
that?
do anything for any Christmas decorations, any tree. Because moving, of course, they moved on the 26th.
On the 26th,
So what ended up happening is that one of their friends offered to host everybody for Christmas, which was wonderful. We did that.
Oh,
So
so do you have your Christmas tree still
no,
up?
it comes down on the 6th. The last day of
The
day
6th?
of Christmas is the 6th. It starts on the 24th, and the 4th is 12 holy nights, and it ends on the 6th.
No,
That's exactly how
no.
it works. The Kings.
Mine starts. It can start in November anytime.
That's
until
Advent.
the weekend after New Year's, like last
The
weekend.
Advent starts on the 1st of December and goes to the 24th.
I don't care what you're
and
saying.
in the Christian holiday, there's 12 holy nights. The first holy night is the 24th, and the last is the 6th. It's when
I'm talking about I don't want to see it in your window anymore after the first weekend of the new year.
Epiphany was the day the three kings came, and that was the 6th of January. There you go.
Wow, they really did make you study this in English school.
I went
didn't
to. I was beaten as a child. I know all this stuff.
Trish, do you have any decorations
No,
up?
I did start at like the end of December or November. I set everything up,
Yeah.
and on the 26th, I took everything down. Everything. It's like done.
She doesn't even wait. She does. I have to wait till New Year's. Like I like to have the tree on. Like we watched Taylor Swift's End of an Era last show on Disney Plus, and we timed it out. So at midnight, the confetti of her last song, Karma, comes down at the end of her show, and it's like a whole dramatic ending, and it's really fun. And so we timed it all out, and the tree was reflecting all the colors on the show.
Cute.
So I have to have the tree.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I
Do you-
did do for New Year's though? Because it was hilarious.
Oh,
do
yeah.
you guys ever have any like food things that you do to encourage like a positive New Year? Like eat certain foods or you do certain things?
Like black-eyed
Yeah,
peas and
pork or I
yeah.
did all of them. My friend was like, you need to at midnight go out in your front yard with your suitcase open, air it out. That's for travel. I'm literally out there at midnight with my suitcase. I'm like, Trisha, you are the only person out.
I've never heard that in my
Me
life.
neither.
I don't know. I
What?
ate 12 grapes.
And Nick travels
Was
all
your
the
friend
time.
drunk when she told you this?
She might have been.
She's definitely making stuff up just to see if you'll do
I
it.
did. Look,
'Cause I've never heard of
I'm
that
like,
before.
I want all of us to have a wonderful 2026. We need it.
Do you?
Well, good luck
did
with
you
that.
do the one thing that everybody does, Trish? And I hope you did. And if not, you can actually do it up until the 15th. You have to hop on your left leg from 11 p.m. to midnight, and then your right leg from midnight to 1 a.m. You should do that. It'll bring you good luck for the whole year.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
Get started on that and let us know. Can you do it live on your Facebook page so we can see?
You guys are so bad.
Nick is together.
Your mic's slightly overmodulated.
Fat on turkey, as we all are. Nick, Trish, and Marconi.
Wait, hold on a
It's
second. We
Ask
must
Test
adjust. We have to adjust.
Yeah.
Your microphone is overmodulated.
Now.
We can't have this.
Because
Can you
so
get it
hot.
together in a professional manner?
Not gonna happen. Never. It's never happened. I've never
Now,
been
Trish,
professional a day in my life.
his volume is so low that I can't hear him barely in my headphone anymore.
Same.
Wow.
I've been doing shows with Nick. We use this certain system so we can connect studios together so we all sound like we're in the same room. I've been doing this since the pandemic with Nick in different shows. And you always have to do like a 20 to 30 minute sound check for Nick to have his audio correct. And I don't know why.
It's
and
just because
he'll-
I'm so talented.
Because you'll say I don't use this, and then you'll find out like he's got 12 people using his studio for podcasts. He's got cameras that take over his audio system, and he's got a laptop he never updates. And then the only time he ever updates is when he's got a mouthful of Starbursts, trying to get ready for this show.
Oh, you paint me as a horrible person.
Well, I know you're not a horrible person. This is just one of those things that. You know, like if you were on a movie, Nick, or a TV show, and every day you showed up like 20 minutes late, made people wait around, had to do the same thing over and over, it's unprofessional.
Hey, Marconi,
That's
do you
it.
hear that
Just-
little bit of feedback or that
Yeah, it's
little
Nick's
bit of
headphone.
delay?
His headphone is so loud, he has to turn his headphones up so loud that my voice echoes in his headphone and it goes through his microphone. That you
That's
can
what
hear.
happens when you're old and deaf. Old and deaf, you can't hear anything.
So adjust your
It's just
microphone.
part
You're
of
not
life.
overmodulated, Nick. You sound like you're like a train announcement. Like we're about to approach the the passengers. Look to your left. You will see the Grand Tetons.
Oh,
That would be nice, the Grand Teton.
Oh, still overmodulated. Are you adjusting?
Yeah, it's gone way down. I'm on the mic.
Yeah, we can't hear you. You're going
Definitely.
down in our headphones too. So
That's,
whatever
it's-
you
it's
did,
overmodulated, but
you
it's too
reversed
low.
it.
It's overmodulated, but it's too low.
Yeah,
yeah.
both
weird.
can be true. Don't mind us. This is the only thing on the radio right now.
You know.
But Nick is sitting there with a
Welcome
bag.
back.
That's as good as it gets.
No, that's not how you do it. That's not how a professional does it. And do you need us to yammer on while you fix your situation?
Well, I keep reducing my volume, and you get.
It's a little better
stop
now.
It being,
It
Stop
needs
it
to be
being
louder though, so we can
overmodulated.
hear you on our headphones. There you go.
yeah, I'm
That sounds
better?
good.
at a minus one now.
Better. You're doing better. Keep going.
That's probably
There he
good
is,
Good
ladies
as
and
ever gonna
gentlemen.
be.
I think he's back.
as good as
We
ever
got
is
it.
going to be.
No, it's not true. Now, why can't this stay this way? Like my setup, I turn off the microphone when I do
just
voiceovers
leave
or
it.
podcasts or radio shows, and then I come back and then I turn it back on. That's it.
What does Nick do when we're off the air?
Yeah, what are you fiddle faddling? Are you fiddle farting around, as my grandpa used to say?
Fiddle farting around. I've never fiddle farted in my life.
You definitely have.
Fiddle farting sounds wrong.
Well, now that we've got your microphone fixed, what was that? 5 minutes of here we go. This is the real reason people show up for this show. They want to hear your answers. To these queries.
Ask Test Miles.
You are an expert. Your microphone, maybe not. You're not an expert in audio, perhaps, but you're an expert in automotive. Mm-hmm. How bad is it really to drive with the low fuel light on all the time?
That's a weird question. That's a weird question because obviously you'd have to put like a gallon in, then it would come back on again.
Well, you know, there's that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer goes to the Saab dealership with Jerry and he drives off with that guy and they take a test drive and he's like, no, I'm not going around this loop. We're going to see if we can drive this until the gas tank is empty.
Oh.
Is that bad for the car?
Yeah, I mean, in older cars, there's gunk at the bottom of the fuel tank, right? If it's been there for a while. And some of that gunk can get fished into the fuel lines. But in newer cars, that doesn't tend to happen that much. But it's interesting because there's a weird situation that happens. So most modern cars actually cool the fuel pump itself with gasoline. So when you run the tank low, the pump runs hotter. And it doesn't explode or anything crazy like that, but it ages the gas pump faster. And it gets, I don't know, the best word is like a Seinfeld word for it would be it gets grumpy. And eventually it fails because you sort of wear it out if you keep running down to the fuel light constantly. So it's a weird thing, but it's technically if you do it once or twice, it doesn't hurt the car.
Once or twice. I mean, a lot of people live on fumes because they don't plan ahead. And the worst thing I think is having to get gas. I would hate that if I had a car, because it's always
it's funny, but some people prefer getting gas than charging a car up, and others are just like, no, I can stick it in the garage on charge, and I'll do it that way.
Well, where do horrible things happen in movies? Usually at gas stations at night,
Right.
Or if you answer an unexpected knock at the door. Those two things. Avoid those gas stations and knocks at the door, and you're fine. Or answering a phone. Okay, here's another one, Nick. Does premium gas actually do anything if your car does not require it?
So let's take that question from the other side, first of all. If your car requires premium gas and you don't put it in, it will actually do something that's called knocking. And that's where because
my
premium
grandma
gas
had
burns
knockers. I mean, she had in her car
a knocking. What happens is it requires a certain temperature. So premium fuel mostly it lightens your wallet. It doesn't help to put premium fuel in a car that doesn't require it. But if a car requires premium fuel, then it burns at a different temperature and the car will misfire quite regularly. So it doesn't work. And it changes the premium. A premium fuel has a higher octane rating. So it has more octane in the fuel. It stops knocking in the car and it performs better if it requires premium fuel. If it doesn't require premium fuel and you put it in, it's just going to cost you more money. That's the easy answer.
Isn't it funny that I just mentioned that it's terrifying to go to a gas station? That was question 1. And question 2, I mentioned also that don't answer unexpected knocks at the door. And then Nick happened to mention knockers.
Knocking
in a car. I don't think, I think the universe is speaking directly through us.
Something.
Yeah.
Why? Nick, we've run out of time for this segment. We'll have to do it later.
All right. Well, let me go fix the microphone. We'll be right back with some headlines.
I know. Don't touch it.
More headlines as we come back. Oh, it's time for those news headlines. December wasn't taken off by the auto manufacturers. They were still around, and so that means they were creating headlines. So let's play that $10,000 jingle. General Motors said something quietly that we've all kind of known was coming. They're taking a $6 billion charge tied up with pulling back from EV investment. That includes them canceling contracts and supplier settlements. They have really pointed to policy changes and a weaker demand for EVs. Reuters had reported that GM's EV sales dropped by 43% in Q3 of last year. GM says it'll keep roughly a dozen EVs in the lineup, but this is a clear indication that they are going back to 2021 and gas is king again. Trish?
On the toss, do you sorry, I just seen down here do you want me to do the when a company takes a hit like that? Does it change what
Did
buyers
you guys
see
rehearse this before we? We're on the air.
Apparently not. Trish was
know.
not
This is the
all over it.
rehearsal show where we
I
do
thought
sound
you-
check live on the air, and we're. Nick, you're supposed to prepare her teleprompter.
So now that I read this, it makes sense. So when a company takes a hit like that, does it change what buyers see this year, or is it just an accounting catch-up?
No, it's you're going to see less electric cars on the lot and more gas. We're probably going back to bigger V8s. Everyone is talking about bringing their V8s back.
I mean, I've
That
heard
happens
people
too if you add fiber to your diet. More gas.
Get your V8 back.
Yeah.
Oh, and more gas.
All right, Ford gave us real timelines. They teased the next generation Blue Crew system that's about 30% cheaper to build. Expect its debut in 2027 on the first EV using Ford's low-cost universal EV platform. And the bigger headline is that Ford told, is it Reuters? Reuters. It's targeting a level 3 system for 2028. That means hands off and eyes off in certain conditions. And that's a big leap from today's hands-free but pay attention systems.
Yeah, Nick. Do you have a hands-free pay attention system?
You know, well, I just got a ride in one in San Francisco. These things are unbelievable, guys. Mercedes has one in their CLA. It's called the 2++ system. And basically, you have to have your hands on the wheel. You don't need to have your foot on the gas because it will do the driving. But the car basically does everything for you. And they showed us in the city streets of San Francisco. So, you know, people double park a lot in San Francisco. This car will go into the right lane. If there's a car parked in one of the lanes, double parked, it'll go around it. It stops at crossings. It stops at red lights. If someone throws a car door open, it'll go around the car door. And it sort of watches for pedestrians. It watches for other cars. It really is it's like having, I don't know, your mom sitting next to you or a driving instructor sitting next to you going, and doing half these things for you, so you don't have to worry about it.
Sitting next to you, she's nagging you and yelling at you.
But it doesn't tell you.
Just like your father.
It doesn't tell you. It kind of drives for you. You just have to pay attention and keep your eyes on the wheel.
But you said it's like your mom sitting next to you. Most moms would be.
You're going too
it's
fast.
The non-naggy mom.
Oh, there are those. They have those.
It's really, really incredible. This system, like, it does everything for you, even up to like 80 miles an hour on the highway. It's a brilliant system.
No.
Okay, how much are they paying you to say that on the radio?
No, I mean, and this car, it doesn't come out until later next year, and it'll cost about $2,500 if you get it in the new CLA from Mercedes. But I would opt for that extra, absolutely.
You trust
It's
it.
hands off, but you've got to be paying attention.
Hands
Right.
on. You have to have your hand on the wheel, but it does. It goes and stops and steers, and you can
Is there
take
a
over at any
workaround?
time.
Could you like make it think that your hands are on there, like putting some heated gloves around?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably hang a Coke bottle on there or something to make it wait. But ultimately, you can do anything you want at any time. You can steer left or right. The car will do whatever you want it to do. You know, if you indicate left because you see a coffee shop you want to drive into, you can just go. It won't resist you. It'll do whatever you want. But
I want
ultimately,
it to resist me. I don't know what I'm doing.
if you set a navigation in your car, it'll go wherever you want it to go, as long as you're sitting in the driver's seat and looking forward and have your hand on the wheel. It'll do all
All
the
right,
work.
Jeeves, drive me to Gene and Jude's for some hot dogs, please. I've got to get my nitrates.
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. Sorry. Anyway, I'm impressed by the system.
Why
you know,
are you sorry,
robotaxis.
Nick? There's nothing to be sorry about.
I got very emotional about how much fun it was to.
You were thinking about
to be
hot
in those
dogs when I said
2++.
Gene and Jude's. I know. Yeah, I get it.
More nitrates, but you know, hot dogs as well. Robotaxis are back, but this one has a production plan. Lucid and Uber are joining forces with Nuro. They unveiled a robotaxi. It's going to be built on Lucid's Gravity SUV. It uses Nuro Level 4 systems and NVIDIA Drive AGX, the Tor platform. The testing is going to start in the San Francisco Bay Area in it's already started in late December, but it's going to go out through this year. The production schedule for it to come to market is later in 2026. I have taken a Waymo. Have either of you ever taken a Waymo?
No, I don't. I try not to.
It's unbelievable when this car does all the driving. There's nobody in the driver's seat. And it's so funny when you get in. It always it tells you every time, hey, thanks for getting in a Waymo. Remember not to grab the wheel at any point. Because you do that if there was a driver in there.
Don't grab the wheel or yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Neither of those are acceptable.
Yeah.
So, there you go. I don't know about you, Trish, but I'd love to have somebody drive me to work every week, even if it was
the great thing about self-driving cars is even if you drop dead, it'll still drive you to work.
Yes. I wonder if it's self-driving. If you're in the back seat of a Waymo taxi and something happens, do you think it calls for help? That's an interesting question.
No, that's extra.
That's a feature that might be something that they should add to that. Some button or something, like if it's an emergency.
Well,
like
people are already, taking Lyft and stuff like that to the emergency room because ambulances are, if you accidentally take an ambulance, you almost have to mortgage a third home that you don't have.
Yeah.
Instead they're taking Lyft. If they had a medical Lyft or, something like that would be great. Or a medical Waymo. They charge you $5 more in case you bleed on something.
Oh, dear.
I realized
the back is just covered in dextered plastic.
I did your story, Trisha. That was your story.
I know. That's okay.
Scooter.
You
could do the Toyota one, though.
Oh, you want me to do the next one?
Will you kids get it together?
You could do the Toyota one, Trish.
Okay, the next one underneath it. Let's go. Oh, man, this is great. Toyota had the year everyone else wants. U.S. sales rose 8% with 1.8 million electrified vehicles sold. Toyota says 47% of all vehicles sold were electrified, driven by hybrids like Corolla and Camry. Is this the clearest sign yet that hybrids are a real bridge to technology? What do you think?
Yes, I think so. But isn't it interesting that Jeep is pulling all of their hybrids off the market? The 4xe is going away. The Stellantis is pulling the Pacifica hybrid because they say there's no demand for it. People aren't interested in it. So they're sort of getting rid of the hybrids. Yet Toyota sold 1.8 million electrified vehicles. Isn't that crazy that one company
Somebody
can do really
is hiding
well
the jobs report again. What's I feel like we're getting skewed numbers from people that want to appease certain government officials that might hold.
It's hard to know. I'm really wondering if we're getting the full picture.
We're not.
To me.
Yeah, definitely not.
For 2025, Rivian reported the end-of-year sales figures at 12,727 vehicles delivered. Remember, they're all electric company.
I've still never heard of that car company.
Rivian, they're really interesting. They're out of Illinois. So
well, maybe I should look into it. I'll research it. I'll go down to the factory.
Now, you know what excites me about this show? Many things, but one is when I get to answer some of your queries and questions that
Ask Test Miles.
I'm sorry. You said I just felt like the button. I might have been too quick to the trigger, but
Did you get button happy?
Yeah, I did. Terribly sorry. See, I'm willing to admit when I make one mistake out of 3 years of doing this show together.
I've never made a mistake in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. What's the first question, Marconi?
The first question is, Nick, is warming up your car detrimental when your dad farts a lot inside a cloth seat? No. Is warming up your car in the winter still necessary with modern engines?
The short answer, no. The long answer, no. But it does come with some footnotes and a lecture. With modern fuel injection engines, warming up your car is like a Victorian steam locomotive. It's kind of unnecessary. The ritual made sense decades ago with carburetors and engines that weren't as precise as modern. They were kind of like the old lawnmower that you had to warm up. You needed to do it. But here's the what matters now is in modern cars they're ready immediately the second you start them. With electric fuel injection, they sort of have sensors, and sort of with modern oil, your engine manages cold starts on its own. The computer will actually adjust in your car, and the timing of the engine will all be worked out so it's ready to go the second that you turn it on. Idling it doesn't warm the important parts of your car. It still mostly warms the engine block and your transmission. And that's sort of different. With the modern heaters in cars now too, and heated seats and steering wheels, you can actually get the interior of the car warm instantaneously because they're really good at that.
Speak for yourself.
Idling your car.
I've gotten into many cold cars. Chicago is a different beast, though, Nick. You
yeah,
don't even
but it's freezing in Chicago.
Yeah, like if you're at 8 degrees, you probably want to, use that clicker and turn your car on before you go downstairs.
Right. Cold, idling your engine basically wastes fuel in a lot of modern fuel. So modern oil flows work fine with cold weather. I would say if you need to do it, you can wait 10 to 30 seconds so the oil pressure stabilizes and drive gently for the first few minutes. Avoid like slamming the throttle down and those type of things. But you really start the car and you should be ready to go almost immediately. So that's the short answer.
Is it dangerous, Nick, to use a microwavable heating stone for your tuchus if you don't have heated seats?
Yes.
Oh.
Or
it's
dangerous
just a
not
stone.
only for the
you
car
microwave
and
it for like a minute, and then you put it inside a towel, and then you sit on it in the car.
It's not good for your seat, especially with electronics in the seat, and it can be bad for you as a human being.
Well, this particular car would not have that. That's why you're using the heated stone.
Well,
also great for cooking pizzas on. Why does the check engine light always turn off right before I go to the mechanic? It's like your car knows.
Because your car's got goblins in it that thrive on humiliation, I'm going to guess. The short answer is most check engine lights are intermittent. It's not something that is dooming your car. If your check engine light flashes, that's a huge problem. But if your check engine light comes on, that means sort of schedule a service. It means that something is slightly off kilter. If it flashes, it's do not drive a car. You probably need to get it.
I always have fun with that when like the and then I turn the car on and it's like blinking to the beat. I like that as I'm driving to the end of the car's engine,
Temporary check engine lights can be the gas cap not being on in the car. If you don't put the gas cap on properly in the car, the check engine light will come on, and it takes a while to go off. Like it'll take some time once you've done that. The momentary misfire, the sensors can go, something's wrong. Cold weather, you can even I would equate it to. You can get low tire pressure warnings in your car too in cold weather as well, because gas in the wheel is more compact in cold weather. The gas molecules are closer together, so it actually has less pressure, less expansion in your car. So in cold weather, your tires are not as inflated as they are in warm weather.
Every single winter, I have to fill my tires a lot.
In the summer,
and I was wondering, I'm like, is somebody just like leaking the air out or what?
Because it gets cold.
Wow. Okay.
You shouldn't really have to fill them.
I have to do absolutely nothing except for stay inside
the car. Yeah. And eat chicken.
Are dealerships' service departments actually better or just more expensive? I always say this: do what you want, but a lot of times they say don't go to the dealership. But I say, like if you're going to Bob Lamphere, they know what they're doing,
Yeah, so
Uncle Bob.
There's a caveat here. Dealers are always better, 99.9% of the time. There's two caveats to that. One is, it's like police officers in this universe. 90% of them are good. 99% of them are good. You do get the occasional bad apple. Dealers, 99% of them are good. You do get the occasional bad apple. That's why you should go to a dealer that you
Why
trust.
do apples always get a bad rap?
So it's dealers that you trust is important. But if you have a mechanic that you're super good friends with and you trust them too, there's no reason, not to go to Steve.
No, Steve's good.
So here's the reasons dealers are better, because everyone always asks me why a dealer's better. So brand-specific training. Technicians at a dealership are usually trained on your exact make and model of vehicle. They see your car. They know they have all the specs, the wiring diagrams. They know what goes wrong with certain models of certain years because they're super familiar, because that's all they see all the time. They have manufacturer parts straight from the source, so they tend to install original parts rather than knockoff or fake parts.
They have crisp $1 bills that go in the vending machine.
Exactly.
For a Twix.
Recalls, and they can fix things like recalls and updates on your car. So, Ford had over 200,000 recalls last year. And so they know what your car needs to have done to it. They can fix the recalls while you're in there, having the dealer fix other things. Why they are more expensive? Dealerships are costly places to run. They have big overheads. Original parts tend to cost more. Those type of things, they tend to be more expensive, but it's like anything else in life. You pay for what you get. If you want a really good job, you pay for a really good job. So that would be my
People
encouragement.
have to pay for jobs now? Wait.
Yeah.
It used to be
That's how it
used
works.
to do a job and then you'd get paid. Now I'm so confused. Wow. I don't know what's going on anymore. Do we have time
Next.
for one more?
Yes.
Okay. Nick, what causes that loud clunk sound when you shift from park to drive?
That's an interesting one. It's not necessarily a good shift. So it can be slack in the drivetrain in an older car. Your transmission, your drive shaft, your differential, your axles all have tiny amounts of play in them. So when you shift from park to drive, that all stacks up. There can be a snap into alignment for everything. That can be the clunk. It could be totally normal unless it's
Could be you ran over a turtle. That's sad, but it happens.
Unless it's a really, really big clunk. There's also the.
That's what I've heard.
There's if your car isn't exactly level and you take off the parking brake, it can clunk as the gears engage. So as you let the parking brake off, the weight resistance can happen in the car. It can be a worn engine or transmission mounts. So that's a bad thing. Your U-joints or your CV joints are starting to age. There's sort of things, if you notice it getting worse and over time, that
Are we
could
talking
be
about
what
a
it
car
is.
or your body?
No, it's a car, but it could be your body is probably also.
I get a clunk every once in a while, and my joints are off.
When you get up off of the couch.
Too much sodium,
in normal cold weather, that happens as well. You do get more clunks. As you know, your legs are stiffer when you get off the couch, Marconi.
Or you wear tight socks for 12 hours and you don't take them off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost crippled me over the holidays.
Those compression socks, they leave a mark. Yeah. They always have. There you go. So that's sort of the 10,000 foot view of what's going on with your car.
Well, thank you, Nick. I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot that I'll probably forget instantly, but I'll listen to this episode back on our podcast and hear it again.
The great thing about this is 24/7. You can go to testmiles.com.
Testing everything with the throttle.
This is Test Miles.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.